Hey everyone, it's Stefanie Garcia, and this is the Art of Becoming series, where we talk all about the journey between where you are right now and where you want to be, and all the stuff that has to happen in between to get you there. If you're ready, let's get started.
Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? So at the time of this recording is January, and many of us have set our New Year's resolution. And right now it's about 3 weeks into January, and that's usually the time that there's a reputation for dropping those resolutions. I'm sure there's many reasons about why, but for this episode, I want to talk about something that I think is a contributing factor. It's this concept called going left versus right. In our lives, we're used to doing things a certain way, but not always do those ways lead to the results that we want. So let me ask you this. How many times have you wanted to create a change, but you found that it's not that easy to do? There's a reason for that. If we look at our lives like a path, there's a center road that leads us to where we want to go. From time to time, that road is going to fork, and you have a choice to make. You can go left or you can go right. Right keeps you on the path towards where you want to go. The left takes you off the path and into the weeds. Now, in your mind, you might be thinking, I definitely don't want to go left. But it's not that easy to recognize when you've gone in that direction. Many of us don't even realize left is a problem. We don't even realize that we're in the weeds. You know, the weeds almost feel like the norm. It's kind of a reflex of sorts. A lot of the times, left is the way that everybody else around us has gone. And so we've just followed suit. But as you may have experienced, there are certain times where left starts to not feel so good, where we begin to start to realize that left is not taking us towards where we want to go. That's the point that I want to talk about today. This is the point where we strive to make a change. But here's where the concept of left versus right can get us. Though we have the intention to change, we first must recognize and acknowledge that we've been going left for a while. The road is entrenched in that direction, and there are well-worn grooves along that path. So in order to change things, we know we need to go right, but going right isn't that easy, and sometimes we even miss our turn. It's very similar to going to the gym. When you're lifting weights with one arm, lifting weights with the other arm isn't that easy. It takes a lot more effort. It takes a lot more practice and a lot more patience. You have to give yourself so much grace with this process. You may have the best of intentions and still hit that spot and go left again. How many times have you made a resolution that you're not going to get so angry at certain things, and then the moment comes, you get triggered, and even though you have the best of intentions, this thing really pisses you off, and there you are getting angry again. And now after that moment, you're starting to get mad at yourself because I've made the intention that I don't want to do that. I said I wasn't going to do that, but here I am doing it again. That's that point. That's the concept of going left versus right. All right, we have the best of intentions, but then we still hit that spot and go down that road again, right? And it can be very, very frustrating. And that's the reason I say we have to give ourselves so much grace here, okay? Because you could go left 10 times before you actually get it. And you just have to have so much more patience. Now, all of these moments may tempt you to quit. And I think that is one of the reasons that people drop their resolutions. They're so used to going one way, and they don't recognize, or I don't want to say we don't recognize that it takes more effort to change and go in a different direction than we're used to. But we have to stick with it, because there will be a moment where we catch ourselves and go right. And when we go right enough times, the road begins to change. Over time, it becomes easier to go that way. The road begins to become a little bit more entrenched in that direction. Soon, the road to the left becomes overgrown. Before you know it, you'll no longer find yourself going down that road anymore. And that road will start to become foreign and your new path familiar. All right, that's all I've got for you guys today. But if you found this episode useful, please share it with a friend. I love sharing my journey with all of you, and I love this interaction we've got going on here. So until next time, everyone, take care. Bye.
Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like, share this episode with a friend. That way we can get it into the ears of the people who need it the most. You can also visit my website at theartofbecoming.me. While there, you can go ahead and download my guide, Own That Shit. 3 ways to own who you are, own what you do, and own it out into the world. Thank you again so much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.